Arm and leg timing. So I'm stepping forward and I want to get hand and foot, arm and leg timing synchronized. That, like, you know, you're synchronizing this and this. But like, and so I can see an awful lot of people who are doing that. But like, that's not what you're synchronizing. Because that has nothing to do with the punch. That's stopping you from punching. That's stopping your power going forward. So much so that it stops you from falling over. If it wasn't there, you'd fall over. But really, it's a break. So to try to synchronize the break with the acceleration is, you know, crazy. So we're always trying to synchronize the drive with the weapon. That's this leg and this hand. So when I step forward, it's the thrust of this leg and the thrust of this hand that are together. Thrust, together. Do you understand? If you try to synchronize that and that, the things that you can see, well, it's easy because you can see them, but like they're in opposition to each other. So it's never going to work. My hips are square, and they're going to maintain square right the way through. I don't need to wobble them, vibrate them, something else. I don't need to do anything, because it's about my body mass moving forward. Like if I'm rotating my hips to create power, this is because I'm standing still, and I need to have mass behind that technique. But if all my body is moving forward, all of my mass is behind it. So to stop and then wiggle your hips, you've stopped your mass, and then you're trying to create mass movement by using your hips. Do you understand? So don't think about using your hips. Now, probably what will happen because of flexibility, there might be a little bit of openness as you start to step, and you're going to square that up. You're going to make that shimmy, similar to shimmy on the Chakusuki. You might do that, depending on flexibility. But you don't want to overly do it. Overly do it. Just forward. Just forward. That's all. Another thing is like quite a lot of you are breaking lines. So when you're punching, you're like this. The moment you release, you release your hip. I'm not exaggerating, but you release your hip. You're going to push from your leg. You're going to push from your hip. This will happen. The moment that happens, you're more vulnerable. Oh, and he punches. Oh, and it just escalates. Where you're breaking line more and more and more and more until you know you're kind of fishtailing through your movements. Yeah, that's another issue that people are doing. Some people are just basically staying where you are. Like, so have this, he's punching, I'm shifting. I'm shifting, he's shifting. So we're having this shifting. Understand? Let's try to focus on that. Another thing that people are doing is you're like not using your hip. Because, oh, okay, come block. Okay, punch. Like this is just kind of like meaningless, really, yeah? So you've got to play the game. I've created, like, I haven't created this, but I've asked you to do an exercise, a drill, and what I've created is a regime, a set of rules, and a set of movements that you're going to try to explore your efficiency within that framework. If you break the framework, well, okay, that's faster, but it's not really helping you anywhere. Just this, again, this blocking hand. This block, he punches, it's my body that's blocking. So when he punches, this. So putting up my hip. Punch, cut, not. This is my hand, right? You can see straight away it's my hand that's moving the movement, creating the movement, not my body. This is where your strength is coming from, this is where your power is coming from, this is where your mass is. So get your body mass and shift it forward and put this at the end, or rotate it round and put this at the end. And really, you can't see the faults in synchronization until you really slow it down. Because the faster you do it, the less discrepancy there is in timing. So it's less noticeable. So, for example, if I step forward Oizuki and I'm if I'm punching speed and power, then that timing was off. I know that timing was off. My foot and body mass finished before my hand finished. I can feel that. But it's probably fairly invisible. Do you understand? So whether time feel okay, that was off. But kind of maybe superficially look the same. But if you slow it down, you can see it. You understand? Well, I hope you understand? So that's why we're doing it, yeah? Because unless you take the time to get that body coordination, your karate's never going to be connected. And if it's not connected, it's just dancing in your pajamas. I'm going to put my energy, Kusa I just want to put my energy onto that. That's all. Do I want to do this? I don't want to do that. It's too late. I just want to put my energy onto it. I just want to energy. That's all I want to do. This is too much. Now I've taken the essence and the decades of me doing this and this, and putting it into that. But this is not efficient. It's efficient, but it's not as efficient as I could be. Do you understand? So when attacks, you're just energy, body mass, connection. Years of this has led us to this. Do you understand?
Yes.
So from here, I want you to have this sense of twitch. Now, in essence, I am whipping my hand with my hip, and I'm stopping this position and this position for my core is identical, but I am whipping, and then from here, direct, whip, direct. I don't need to do this. Better really, because that's when you start to see all these little idiosyncrasies, all these little habits, bad habits that you have that are preventing you from becoming efficient. And that's the big difference. The big difference between someone who is moving well and someone who's moving with a lot of effort is just that efficiency. And so it's just worth taking your time. Bjorn said, with Steve Uebel in January this year, training with him, and the biggest thing he says, slower. Wherever he's teaching, slower. Do it slowly. Just do it slowly. Because everyone's trying hard. And really that effort is counterproductive in many ways. Do you understand? Especially when you go, I'm a black belt, I'm a pro belt, I know how to do Kizabuzuki, I'm just going to do it fast. Okay?